This is a photograph of Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. Now, if my eyes are not lying to me, it looks like this man has aged very quickly since 2013. The Deputy President is only going to be 52 years in December. Yeah, next month. But we'll come back to his story in a minute. Yeah, because kuna maneno nyingi sana hapa kwa mambo ya DP. And let's start with Jacque Maribe manenos. Now, Jacque Maribe was in court today. Yeah, she had sued the Director of Criminal Investigations, the DPP, and she even wanted the state prosecutor, in charge of her case, Catherine Mwaniki, jailed for contempt of court. Why? Because till today, she has not gotten access to her house, as the court had ordered a month ago almost. Through her lawyers, she has told the court she has had to beg for clothes, because she can't get access to house, accommodation, transportation, because her car is still seized by the police, and her phone. She has had to borrow phones. Now, the court ordered the people involved to quickly allow access to a house immediately. But the prosecution will still not release a phone. Why? Because they say it's going to be used as an exhibit in her trial. And even the car, the judge allowed the prosecution until December 18th, when they'll present a report in court, and then the judge will make a ruling concerning the car. However, it is with her fiancé that there's real drama. Remember a man called Joseph Irungu, aka Jowie? There is a lot more drama surrounding his developments on his side. For starters, Jowie has not been treated to date. And his left arm is getting worse by the day. This is terrible. In fact, Justice James Wakiaga, who's still in charge of his case, was appalled. He said, we can't hold a man in need of medication. What if he dies in our hands? He asked the prosecutors. Now, the judge had wanted to issue an order for Jowie to be taken to any other hospital, but his family have said they can only afford the Kenyatta National Hospital, which is about 20,000 shillings. And then it gets even more interesting. An officer from the Committee Maximum Security Prison, where Jowie is, says that the earliest he can be taken to hospital is Wednesday, because the vehicle is at the courts. Now. We know this is an accused person, but surely people have rights. You cannot talk about delaying somebody's treatment, especially in such a sensitive case, which could easily lead to long-term damage. This is very serious, especially because the young man is still innocent until proven guilty. Now, the judge has ordered that he be taken for treatment immediately, irrespective of what monies the prison department owes Kenyatta National Hospital. And he has ordered that the family provide a vehicle and the prison's department provides guards to accompany Jowie to be admitted immediately to hospital for treatment, for an operation actually. In fact, Justice Wakiaga further said that if he is not offered treatment today, he is going to review his bail, possibly release him. That should get some action from the prosecution, because it seems they're very determined that Jowie is not released until the trial is over, for reasons best known to themselves. But by far the most interesting new development here, with all due respect and concern to Jowie's health, the most fascinating development is that Jowie has withdrawn his application to have Justice James Wakiaga recuse himself from the case. According to his lawyers who filed that application, and which Justice James Wakiaga quickly accepted, they made the request hurriedly, without thinking through. Now. Do you smell a rat? I do. what has changed? Yeah, because something has definitely changed. And I'm afraid, because this matter is in court, I'm very limited over what I can say. But this is bizarre, strange. You don't go into all the trouble to file such a serious application, and then you turn around and you say you did it hurriedly, without thinking things through. Anyway, the position is that James Wakiaga remains the judge, who is going to try Jowie and his ex-fiancée, Jacque Maribe. Actually, officially, Jacque Maribe is still his fiancée, until we are told otherwise. But we all know things have happened, haven't they? Now, in my latest Club 1999 video, sensitive video, one of my latest sensitive videos actually, I discuss at length the mysterious release of another suspect in this case, a man called Jennings Orlando Odhiambo. There's an email address on your screens right now which you should use to get hold of this sensitive video. I highly recommend it, because it suggests, or rather reveals, some very, very shocking information. You can use the email address you see on your screens right now to send a blank email, and you'll get an immediate response giving you details, payment details, so that you become a member right away. And as I've always assured you, you're not joining any mailing list. Nobody will bother you again. Immediately send that, we'll reply, and that's it, unless you contact us. Now back to the deputy president. I know the pressure on him has been a lot, especially over the last few months. And the truth is, people can age in a matter of months due to either sickness or the kind of pressure they're going through. It would seem that the kind of pressure the deputy president is going through is intense and enormous, and it's showing in his body. Now, I cannot resist a fascinating aside here. The shape of the head of the deputy president reminds me very much of the shape of the head of the man he's named after. He's named after a very famous Kenyan man whose skull is still outside the country. Preserved somewhere outside the country, I think in Europe. I'm of course talking about the great Nandi leader and warrior, Koitalel Arap Samoei. The man who led the Nandi on into holding up the building of the Kenya-Uganda Railway for 11 years, not months, 11 years. Samoei was a military genius. With his bows and arrows, this illiterate man dealt with the British, very educated Kizungu British. And casualties on the British side were very high. They just couldn't defeat this man, till they were forced to play dirty. They invited him to a meeting, a supposed peace meeting. And when Koitalel Arap Samoei arrived and sat down for the peace meeting, the British played dirty. Somebody used a very high-powered rifle to shoot him from the back. They shot him at the back of his head from close range. And that was the end of Samoei. And his skull, with that big bullet wound at the back, is now a collector's item. Very sad. Deputy President William Samoei Ruto has of course been a brilliant political strategist. Until recently, and that is totally my view, because I know many of his staunch followers will strongly disagree. But I'm completely neutral on this matter. I'm just analyzing his tactics, not the man. His tactics have been wanting. His political strategy has been very wanting in recent times. But who knows? Even great soccer players sometimes go off form and then they recover their form. So who knows? Now, in another of my very latest Club 1999 sensitive videos, there's some very explosive information on the deputy president, especially in relation to what his political enemies are planning. Yeah? And what it would seem they're very soon going to execute. So there you are, a video about 3 people under siege, literally. Yeah, Jacque Maribe still has a trial to attend to. Yes, it's next year in June, but next year June will come sooner rather than later. Time flies. Jowie also has a murder trial, but then on top of that, he has to get treatment fast. And Deputy President William Ruto's political situation can only be described as very tricky. Until next time, this is Kshs, Kumekucha.